In my written narrative, I justify what it means to be a professional teacher. The Australian Professional Standards of Teachers is the core of being what a professional teacher is. Understanding what the standards are and how these standards work is an imperative part of being a teacher. The Code of Ethics, Professional Conduct, and Legal Requirements are steps that I need to take for pre-service teachers before they interact within the school community. I justify my knowledge of these throughout my narrative. The use of ICT whilst teaching is becoming more prevalent in everyday life. Therefore, having an ICT code of ethics is very important. I touch on ways that I can make my classroom safe for students whilst online. Feedback from my registered teacher has really helped me understand the importance of being an educator. Some improvements that were advised to me include the more that I know, the more that I realise there is so much I don't know. I'm about to enter a completely new world of education, and there's so much that I'm unaware of at the moment. Having such an absence since graduating 13 years ago, there are so many school concepts and processes that will be completely new to me. The school setting has changed so much. It will be vital that I go into this journey with an open mind and be prepared that the challenge of modern education will be massive. I need to make sure that I value what education is and what it means. I need to remember that at all times I'm a role model. I need to be aware that there are so many different aspects and components of being a professional. The way that I stress, the way that I speak, and the way that I present at all times is an important part of being a professional. From the feedback received from my educator, I have a number of strengths that show my suitability to become a secondary school teacher. I have 12 years of experience working as a professional in other fields, and also 10 years of experience coaching youth sport. I have chosen HP as my major, and being an advanced football coach has enabled the experience of previous sections. I have a good rapport with young people, and both male and female. I am approachable to young people when it comes to feedback and advice. I have an understanding that all students aren't the same and that everybody learns differently. I am genuine in committing myself to helping different types of learners, and I understand the importance of treating everybody equally. As a colleague, I demonstrate that it is important to build good relationships with other staff and contribute and be involved with things happening outside of school, like sport. 3 major areas of focus for me and my actions that I will need to undertake are very valuable and completely relevant for me to progress as a secondary school specialist. Number 1, gaining an understanding of the education/schooling landscape. For me to be able to do this, I will need to put into practice a number of different practices. Whilst at university and also on prac, I will need to have an observation template whilst on prac and observing how my mentor teaches. I need to involve myself in professional discussions with professionals and also teachers. I will also need to seek feedback from others as to the way that I teach, so I can gain more understanding of the subject. Another focus area that I need to work on would be improving my literacy in general and specific health literacy. A number of ways to do this would be to increase my general reading in daily life. I need to constantly monitor the way that I speak and try not to use slang or stop myself when I do use it and correct how I say things. The importance of teaching practices is vital to being a professional teacher. This is an area that I also need to improve. Whilst on prac, I need to have specific goals for myself as a teacher and focus on specific things that I would like to achieve throughout my lesson. For an example, I could focus on my technique of questioning for students throughout my lesson.